between youths of Finima and Bani communities. Students of sciences continue protest over poor learning condition. Court sentences former MD of defunct bank PHP, Francis Atuche, to over 6 years in prison. On the foreign scene, U.S. President Joe Biden, Russian President Putin agreed to begin dialogue on nuclear arms control in first meeting in Geneva. In sports, Enugu State Police Commissioner orders full-scale operation to release abducted Rivers United coach Stanley Eguma. I am Ifiemi Andrew. The Rivers State government plans to enact anti-open grazing law in the state. Governor Nyesom Wike, during the commissioning of 2 streets in New GRA, Port Harcourt, said he will send a bill to the House of Assembly now that the Assembly staff have returned to work.
They said they will give employment. Do we have employment today? You can't go to the farm. Those who do cattle, they will not allow your crops to grow. And let me say clearly, now that the Assembly has come back, we have to submit the bill on anti-open grazing as we agreed in the Southern Governors Forum. We must do it to protect our farms, to protect our women, to protect our youths, so that nobody will go and kill them.
He told the people that the state government will be removing every illegal structure in the GRA area of the state.
What we intend to do and what we must continue to do, GRA must come back to what it's supposed to be. So I plead with all of you who have your makeshift, your shanties here, be informed. I'm going to bring all down. If you have makeshift, if you have caravan where you say you are selling, I will bring it down, because that is not what's supposed to be in GRA. If you have your shops, it's a different thing. But coming to build canopies along the roads is not acceptable, and will not accept it at all. If you want to go and rent shop, you go and rent a shop. But this roads we have done is for our people to use it, not for you to come and trade on the road here.
The governor also called for prayers following the economic and security challenges in Nigeria. The Rivers State House of Assembly has intervened in the crisis rocking the youths of Boni and Finima communities. The lawmaker representing Boni State constituency, Blessing Pepple, during a meeting with representatives of both communities, urged them to sheath their swords.
Well, I thank God Almighty for the opportunity that we had today, that the chairman and ESCO members of the Female Congress and the leader and ESCO members of Boni Federation unanimously told the peace and reconciliation approach with regards to what has happened in Boni. I give God the glory for these respected gentlemen to have shown commitment to move Boni Kingdom forward.
Speaking to newsmen, Chairman of Finima Youth Council Charles Brown said they are ready for peace, as their agitation is not against the Bani Kingdom but the neglect of his community in employment, among others.
I, as a chairman, in conjunction with my schools and my Congress, have decided to toe the line of peace. For somebody to stand in the midst of all that has been happening, to lead us in this part of peace, definitely will conform. Well, we are going back home with a message to our people, to enlighten them the more for the need for us to remain calm, to maintain our peaceful disposition, which we've always maintained.
Also, Chairman of Boni Youth Federation, Emmanuel Finecountry, called for peace amongst the youth bodies.
Peace is priceless, so I concur wholeheartedly that there is need for peace. Yeah, because we have a father, which is His Majesty, that so much believe in peace. In fact, after everything, there was a Congress of Boni Youth Federation, and through a phone call, His Majesty addressed all youths to be peaceful, go about their normal business, and allow the town to be calm.
Recall that several persons were injured last week after youths attacked Finima communities during a protest demanding that NLNG accord them host community status. Students of the River State College of Health Sciences are continuing their protest over lack of social amenities, poor sanitation and inadequate infrastructure. The students who closed the gates of the school to staff on Wednesday said they are going to continue to protest until the issues raised are addressed by the state government.
And every year, they are bringing in more people into the environment, and they are not even taking care of them, which is very bad. So that is why we are still angry and we are still protesting. Like today, they have come with the ladder that they want to do. Like we don't know whether it's 1 week they want to give us lights, and they will take it.
Since the school is a health institution, we really need all the facilities to be complete in order to facilitate our learning system.
Also, some female students living in hostels said they pay up to 12,000 naira treating infections and malaria due to the poor sanitary condition of their hostels.
This place is very, very bad. The toilet everywhere. Like, if you go to the bathroom like this, sometimes when you go, you see snake inside the bathroom. The place is messed up, bad. I need to come to the second floor and see the way the toilet is. You this place here, this one you are not saying the second floor is very worse. Infection is killing us here. Perhaps you are paying 25,000 naira for what's per person. This 28,000 is bad.
Our correspondent who visited the school reports that there is no proper waste disposal at the college. A mother of 3 is calling for justice after the youth chairman of Ifiemi community in Emoha local government area, Ezebunwo Obisike, assaulted her. Soma Evans, who is from Bakana, said the assault followed her reporting one Mama K to OSPAC.
Today I come see the AC. I say, Shaman, I been no verse. As I don't find out, say the team wanted them talk. Say I don't follow for the matter. Say how my 5,000 I go be my use and buy drugs for my pikin. Now started they beat me up. He naked me. I don't get where to enter my children. Hence they don't throw me and my children things for outside. As I talk with you now, they carry you to cover my house. My door, they open my television, everything they for inside my parlor. My generator, they for outside everything. I don't get anybody. So I say, my government, make them help me. Don't know how could they fight this matter.
Ms. Evans said when she reported the matter to the police, they requested for money to put down her statement.
I go to about division. They say na kidnapping case. Say I go and kidnapping for Rupako. I go. They ask me about 10 and finish. They say make I bring money. I say I no get money. They say if I no get money, say they no go fit do the case. Make I bring money so that I no go fit write and doctor report. I go treat myself. I say I no get money to treat myself. I say if I no get money, say I go human rights.
When contacted, the youth president of Ifiemi community, Ezebunwo Obisike, said Mrs. Soma Evans was fined 5,000 naira for inviting OSPAC members from Obakri to Ifiemi community in a matter she had with another woman that the community would have settled. Mr. Obisike said it is against the tradition of the community to invite OSPAC to the community after it was banned by the Emoha Council of Chiefs.
For our shop, a minor matter that was supposed to judge, we want to go and call us back. We don't have us back. So they asked her to pay 10,000. I was one that even I said no, please, so people should bring it down. They collected 5,000 naira from her. I was with my task force. I was just passing. Ask anybody here, people should come and verify. She called me, I stand. I said, Chairman, wait. She said, Chairman, I should give her the 5,000 naira. I'll find out the truth that she's not going back. I said, that is task force work. He said, no, said I need carry them come. She was pointing me. I said, please carry a while ago. Don't talk to me like that. As I want to move, this woman, this lady, help me. So she took my clothes. Come here, ask anybody. She took my clothes.
The police in Asaba, Delta State, have arrested one pastor, Kalu Ijoma, accused of defiling his wife's sister's toddler. The mother, Chindi Emmanuel, told newsmen that after she returned to work on Monday night, she observed that blood was coming out of her daughter's private part.
She now told me that my child is there with her husband, so I now rushed up. When I got home, I found out that my child is she was acting strange. I took her inside. Found out that she's bleeding inside. She said her private part she's bleeding. So I now called my sister because I've told her many times never to leave the child with her husband alone because this has happened before. I kept quiet. When we asked him, he denied. But that one I saw him, I caught him right and then I saw him with my limited eyes. But he doesn't deny that he did not do it.
The pastor, Ijoma Kalu from Abia State, has denied the allegation.
I am short of words. The reason why I am short of words is in all this allegation, I know nothing about it. This little child you're talking about called me father. I don't see the reason why I will defend that child. If there is anything or any way, anyhow, we can find out the truth because I myself, I want to validate my name out of this. Because I am short of words. Anytime I am very innocent, and God is my witness.
In the meantime, a statement by head of children and teens at the Center for Basic Rights Protection and Accountability Campaign, Gladys Onyemwe, called on the Commissioner of Police in Delta State, Muhammad Ali, to investigate the incident. A Lagos High Court sitting in the Ikeja area has sentenced former managing director of the defunct bank PHP, Francis Atuche, to over 6 years in prison for stealing 25.7 billion naira belonging to the bank, among other charges. Justice Latifat Okunu also sentenced the former chief financial officer of the bank, Ugo Anyanwu, to 4 years in prison. They are to be remanded in the Kirikiri prison. Justice Okunu, however, cleared Atuche's wife on the charge of conspiracy and stealing. Recall that the EFCC took the accused to court for stealing about 25.7 billion naira belonging to the bank between November 2007 and April 2008. Still ahead, Minister of Transportation Chibuike Amechi says federal government has repaid up to $150 million out of $2 billion Chinese loan. Stay tuned. Chiefs, elders, stakeholders, women, youth, and community development committees in Vakauhia, Rumekbe, Emoha local government area in Rivers State have called on Governor Nyesom Wike to call to order the Commissioner for Chieftaincy and Community Affairs, Sonny Ejeku, and direct him to stay away from the engagement between the community and Total E&P Nigeria Limited. The community, in a joint statement signed by Chairman Vakauhia Rumekbe Council of Chiefs, Eze Dennis Orji, other chiefs including the chairman of the community development committees of Imogu, Ekuche, and Ovele Vakauhia communities, claim that Mr. Ejeku is threatening the community leaders and forcing them to sign a memorandum of understanding with Total E&P Nigeria Limited against their will. The statement explained that the Vakauhia Rumekbe community had written to the Total E&P to put off the signing of the MOU until Total E&P management invites them for a proper interface to negotiate on their legitimate demands, including remediation, compensation for years of neglect, humanitarian intervention, among others, contained in a petition written on their behalf by the Integrity Friends for Truth and Peace Initiative to Total E&P. They also accused Total E&P Nigeria Limited of allegedly bribing the commissioner. Parts of the Ada George Road by Iwofe Junction will be completely closed to traffic from 8 a.m. today to enable Julius Berger begin the construction of the Rumoprikon flyover. In business, the Minister of Transportation Chibike Amechi says the federal government is repaid up to $150 million out of the $2 billion Chinese loan borrowed for rail construction. While appearing as a guest on Channels TV, Mr. Amechi also blamed the National Assembly for the delay in the Ibadan-Kano rail line project over the probe by the House.
I can just think that it's the Minister of Transport that borrows the money. We don't borrow money in the Minister of Transport. We execute the loan. We are negotiating the loan for Lagos to Calabar. We are also negotiating the loan from Port Harcourt to Maiduguri. We have not borrowed. We want to borrow. The answer is yes. We're having a problem in the Ibadan to Kano because of the reaction of the Committee of the National Assembly. The Chinese are asking, how do they know that Nigeria wants to pay back when a Committee of the National Assembly is questioning us about the terms of agreement? We're supposed to get the loan within that period that happened. From that period till now, we've not gotten any loan. So Ibadan to Kano, I will hang it on the National Assembly.
In entertainment, embattled Nigerian actor James Omiyika, popularly known as Baba Ijesha, will remain in police custody as the magistrate denied him bail yesterday in the ongoing sexual assault trial. The judge, P.E. Nwaka, held that the court cannot grant the actor bail because the matter is beyond its jurisdiction and forwarded the matter to the DPP. The actor was arrested and detained by the Lagos State Police after he was alleged to have sexually molested a minor at the age of 7 and 14. In sports, Enugu State Police Commissioner Mohammed Aliyu has ordered a full-scale operation to release Rivers United coach Stanley Eguma, who was kidnapped on Tuesday along the Enugu-Port Harcourt Express Road. The coach was returning from a game in Gombe. Neither Rivers United nor the state government, which owns the club, have confirmed the incident.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
The President of the United States and Russia have praised their talks in Geneva. At their meeting, U.S. President Joe Biden said Russia did not want a new Cold War. Russian President Vladimir Putin said Mr. Biden was an experienced statesman and the two spoke the same language. In the talks that lasted around 3 hours, the two sides agreed to begin dialogue on nuclear arms control. They also said they would return ambassadors to each other's capitals. The envoys were mutually withdrawn for consultations in March after the U.S. accused Russia of meddling in the 2020 presidential election. On the news this morning, you heard that the Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike has announced plans to enact anti-open grazing law in the state. Rivers State House of Assembly has waded into crisis between youths of Finima and Bani communities. Students of the Rivers State College of Health Sciences have continued their protest over poor learning condition. Enugu State Police Commissioner has ordered a full-scale operation to release abducted Rivers United coach Stanley Eguma. A Lagos court has sentenced a former MD of defunct bank PHP, Francis Atuche, to over 6 years in prison. On the foreign scene, we told you that U.S. President Joe Biden and Russian President Vladimir Putin have agreed to begin dialogue on nuclear arms control in their first meeting in Geneva. The news was edited by Enoho Ogbeviri. Contact our newsroom on 0818 900 0017. My name is Ifiemi Andrew. Light showers expected in Port Harcourt this morning. Thank you for your time and have a great day ahead.